Who?
Joe.
Because Ween is a goddamn mystery and an enigma.
Ween
What
dog.
do you mean?
I can't see you.
I quit this fucking job.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, why do you have 4 black guys behind you?
I really, yeah.
Oh, no, it's actually 5. I found out on Zoom, you can do like a cool background to your video. Also, the full image is actually this. Check that out.
Welcome to the brand new MMA Roasted Podcast. It's me, Adam Hunter. I'm here with Mayhem. I'm getting yelled at by my wife. This is already just amazing.
Bro, I cannot believe you didn't just record her fucking cussing you out 7 ways from sideways.
Yeah, because somebody's 20 minutes late for a podcast. They do it from their house.
Tongue lashing to like. I mean, that was like a sitcom level cuss out. I mean, I feel like she's not part of the show.
Yeah, she should be part of the show, but guess why she cuts out? Because you're 20 minutes late, and then she's got to work and.
Stop blaming everybody else.
I'm like 40 minutes late for the record, but I thought you guys were already doing the show.
No, we don't do it without you, bro. You're this is
the fuck.
Show.
It's Mayhem Monday?
It's Mayhem Monday. What happened to your hair?
Bro, the demographics, they said, we did market research, and they said that this is what a fight promoter looks like.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about some fights right now. So, turns out Khabib can't leave Russia. So, now they're saying it's going to be Justin Gaethje versus Tony Ferguson in Vegas at the UFC headquarters, whatever, at their thing. How does that make you feel? Obviously, this is the 5th time. This fight is obviously doomed. People are blaming the Russian for a conspiracy. Did Mayhem jump out the window? Did you jump out the windows now? What's going on?
Fuck!
So,
it's a great start to the podcast.
I mean, here's how I feel. Obviously,
I was going to start the week on a downer. What the fuck?
I'm just telling you the news.
The actual fuck.
I'm just telling you the news. Now, look, Gaethje versus Ferguson's a great fight. It's an exciting fight. Is it Khabib? Is it the 2 best guys? No, we want to see the 2 best guys. But
call Gaethje.
I don't have his number, but it's gonna be.
I'm gonna call Tony Ferguson.
You want to call Tony? Call Tony Ferguson. Get him on the podcast. Mayhem just left.
Yeah, that's it. All right, that's today's episode, everybody. Have a good day.
I have the owner of the Laugh Factory calling me.
I have a job. I'm working right now. You can't leave. Again, you have to give me notice.
They just all right. Okay. Great. This is a great podcast. I'm getting yelled at by my wife.
I just texted the man. Wait a minute.
Why do people keep leaving this podcast?
Bro, why don't you fill the fucking time, bro? Why don't you just start? You're a damn comedian, bro. Start saying something comedic.
I don't understand why. Did I change the settings on this or something? Are the settings changed? Is that what's going on?
No, that should be it.
What? Why are we?
I think he's turning off his video.
No, I'm text messaging Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, he left the app.
Come on your lame ass show.
First of all, it's our show, number 1. All right, not my lame ass show. Number 2.
Well, today was pretty lame. So
lame because you were 20 minutes late.
No, it's lame because the fucking fight is called off. We've been talking about that fight for like 900 years.
Why is that's not our show's fault? We're not supposed to not talk about that?
I'll set this shit up. I'll take Tony Ferguson to Russia right now, bro. We'll get on private jet, chartered with cryptocurrency. All right. We'll zip out there, zip back film it before anybody even knows. See, no corona. Everybody get nasal swabs for everybody. All right, bro. I got a couple $100 grand Bitcoin that we can fucking make happen, bro.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
I like that idea.
Ethereum.
That's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, why don't they move the fight?
Gaethje, all right, but let's talk about Gaethje. What the fuck, man?
Like they should move the fight to Russia. That's what I've been trying to talk about Gaethje. Like move the fight to Russia. They move the fight to Russia, or just that one fight, and have the rest of the card.
For what? Tony Ferguson is not allowed to go to Russia because he's not Mexican enough?
But I'm saying it would be like Rocky IV all over again, right? It'll be Mayhem will train him. You can go up those mountains back, and you could do that whole the whole montage. What do you say?
What are you talking about? Listen, man.
What are you talking?
Go ahead. And,
I was.
That negative energy coming out of your wife is really just affecting the rest of us. On top of that, you're like doing lines of bang. You know what I mean? Like trying to mask the pain. Ween's over here. It's like Wu-Tang Clan.
What do you mean? Let me tell you my opinion on this whole Tony Ferguson Khabib thing. I want them to just not even do the fight during the quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see that fight in a big stadium full of thousands of people. You know, I really don't want to see it in like a gymnasium with like 4 people there. You know what I'm saying? I just want them to push the whole fight all the way back, you know, until we can get it into an actual stadium and all this died off.
I do know what you are saying.
Can you do this from other people's things too? Like if Ben Askren's talking, can you put that behind him?
No, it's only on your own webcam.
Oh, okay. Now,
oh God, bro, that shit is shocking.
What's wrong with this one?
No, I can tell that probably is actually your actual screensaver.
I can't see, just so the audience knows, I can't see him until he starts talking, and most of the time he shuts up. So he's over here trolling us with fucking sweaty man hugs behind him. Bro, you know what? You look like in about 6 years you'll graduate to being able to be a twink in that bear crew.
Actually, this is what I'm going for. I have a bunch of these pictures on my computer as like inspiration for where I want to be in like 10 years. You know, I'm not gay or anything. I just appreciate the male physique, dude. I'm not gay. I'm not attracted to these guys. I just think they're kind of hot in those weird kind of way.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations. You're awesome. You're really pushing the boundaries, honestly.
Yeah.
And like you're like a sign of the times. You're from the future, and you know.
Now, Mayhem, I have to ask you, when I text you, do you actually read the text?
Sometimes. It depends. I'm a very reactive person. You know what I mean? Like, I like to, like, fire back. That's why sometimes you see me take a break from Twitter because, like, you know what I mean? I can pop off all day long. Like, I can just, like, be confrontational to everyone and everything. It's kind of, like, you know, on brand, if you will. So, like, if you text me something, you got to understand that I just like will fly back with my first thought a lot of times with you. But, you know, every so often I'll let it cook. I'll let it simmer. But you're one of those people who give me anxiety if I don't text you back or call you back immediately.
Well,
so you're like,
because I'm trying to schedule a podcast every day. I want to get guests. Right?
Yeah.
So I'll text you, hey, man, great job today. Do you want to go again tomorrow? Wait till Tuesday. Fair question. And I don't hear anything back for like.
You didn't say wait till Tuesday. That wasn't even an option.
There it was. I just said, look, read the text. That's what I'm asking.
Whatever.
And then I get nothing back for like 2 hours, 3 hours. So now I gotta like text people. I go, hey, just need to know if I should line up guests or not. You write back, obviously. Okay, great. So I write back. Then you write me back, Walmart bomb shelter. Now, what does that mean?
You know, it's just a sign of the times. You know what I mean? Like, I would hope that it means so many things, right? Because if I owned Walmart, I would, you know, definitely have a bomb shelter. And if I was in the Walmart business, I would be selling some bomb shelters right now, right? Or wrong? Listen, right. You've never played Fallout or Fallout 76. So, you know, hey, Ween, will you do me a favor, man?
Yeah.
You change your background to like some dystopian outworld.
There. Is this better?
That's a lot better, yeah.
No, it's,
sorry.
These guys are actually in more physical, you know, like shape and.
I do declare.
I declare. Yeah, or I'll go to something more, you know, PC. There you go.
There you go.
There we go. All right. Now that just gives me hope and inspiration. So you just completely changed my whole mentality and just a flip of a switch. You know, I felt a little bit unsure when I saw those bristling, ripped abs.
Hey,
but you know,
there's a picture of Ben Askren like naked holding a belt. Can you Google that and put that as your background?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's my show too. Don't do that.
I would never do such a thing, dude. That's totally disrespectful. I'm definitely not Googling that image right now.
Hey,
son of a bitch.
What hour do you have free that I can do the show?
Anytime tomorrow or after 6.
Today, after 6?
So tomorrow we're going to do a marathon?
Good. The baby's good. I'm actually feeding her right now. She's on my lap. Yeah. It's the best.
Are we doing a show right now?
Yeah. She's actually.
I know. We're just watching Adam feed his baby, okay? Doing the mentality next level. Mayhem shaved his head because he went to Walmart, right, looking for a bomb shelter. But meanwhile, all I did was get infected with coronavirus. You hear me? I mean, maybe not. But I mean, I felt like I did. I'm not sure. And that curly Brillo pad of a hair is making me feel like you have little creepy crawlies hanging all over it, Ben Askren.
Well, I don't go to Walmart, so that's probably a positive thing, right?
That's what makes you one of the smartest guys of all time. Specifically because you do not fight the crowds in Walmart. And I got to tell you, I'm getting a little headphone envy right now. You know what I mean?
I'm on day 17 right now of my quarantine.
17?
Fuck yeah.
Damn, we're only on 10, bro. And the seams are already cracking, dude. You missed it before the show started rolling. Okay, and I know you don't really know.
Are we rolling right now?
We're rolling. We've been rolling, bro, and we just keep rolling on. We can't stop it. Won't stop. It's the coronavirus meltdown, and we're doing it live on Mayhem Monday.
Why is Adam Hunter feeding babies on Mayhem Monday?
Because his freaking wife is screaming bloody murder at him right before the podcast. I really thought I was going to see a domestic assault. I thought maybe a rolling pin. She was going to come out in the 1960s type outfit, maybe a poodle skirt, and hit him with a rolling pin with her hair in a bun. Then
that'd be wild.
Everyone's stretching far. It's only day 10. Us Californians, we ain't used to this. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Wisconsin. I mean, Liz, I got some land, so I can go walk around and, I don't see anybody. No one bothers me. But you guys got parks and shit. You guys go out to the park.
Yeah, listen, man. Everyone looks at you like a damn leper. You go out to the park. I tried that already.
You just don't get close to them.
How am I supposed to box them then?
That'd probably be a mistake.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, Ben Askren, bro, you're handling it well, though, huh? How's your recovery? Because we know you had some surgery.
No, I did. I'm waiting. I'm going to do it in August.
Oh, yeah. You can't do any surgeries right now, right? Like, it's just
not a thing. I was going to do it in August because you got to be done for like 6 weeks once I do it. So wrestling season, I'm coaching and shit. I'm busy. Couldn't do it then. Then we got summer camps. Couldn't do it then. So after August, that's kind of our slow time. So I was planning on doing it then. Now, who knows? Because right now you can't do any, what do they call it? Non-essential surgeries. That's a big issue.
Well, I mean, come on, bud. That's pretty essential, dude. You're like, you're arguably the best wrestler in MMA for like a billion years, right? Sure. And I think that it would be like kind of dumb to not have a surgery. And I mean,
I'm not coming back. I'm retired, so.
I know that, but at least you could play hard. You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
Let them know what time it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't. I'm really prevented from doing that now. So yeah, that'll be ideal.
So is it even an option right now? Can I like go get my knee scoped if I want? Like, no. I don't even know. I haven't been watching the damn news.
You can't.
What?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I know,
this
right?
Fucking capitalism is ending. What's going on, bro? Like we can't even do anything. All right.
It's terrible.
Well, let me ask you this then. All right. So no camps. There's no camps going to be. You think this summer we're going to have camps? Because
I think we'll be back by summer. But we closed down our school. Our wrestling academy is on March 13th. So that was, this is kind of our busiest time of year once the high school kids get done. So we were excited to get going, and we got 1 weekend with the high school kids, and we had to shut it down.
All right, high school kids. Let me ask you this. All right.
Okay.
How do you do like the first week of the training camp? Like if you're gonna do a clinic, for instance.
Well, it's our academy, so we're year round, right? So a lot of the kids who just come back in the spring, we already know them. I mean, we probably, we actually had a lot of new faces in, but we probably knew 60 to 70% of the kids, I would say. First week is just getting a feel, getting to know them. We were going to split the groups because we have too many kids for one group. So we're going to split it. So we're seeing who goes where, that kind of thing. And then we got shut down.
Oh. No, but you know what? I'm trying to get into the. Oh, is Adam back?
I'm back.
Adam's feeding babies and whatnot.
Adam Hunter and Ben Askren.
Mayhem, what were you saying? You're trying to get into what? Jason, what were you saying?
Bro, I was just letting you talk to Ben Askren, bro. I mean, yeah, you know, if you want to do the podcast, do the podcast. You know, if you want to go dance the baby around, okay.
It's all good. So Ben,
are we podcasting or are we feeding babies?
We're both.
I'm gonna yell at my wife.
Multitasking.
I'm gonna yell at my wife. Yelled at by Mayhem and feeding a baby and talking about Askren. And trying to set up a Laugh Factory show for tomorrow in front of the world and negotiate. It's a whole thing. But
how are you going to I thought you guys were quarantined unless it was an essential business, and surely the Laugh Factory is not an essential business.
It is essential, bro. That's where you're wrong, Ben Askren. And if you didn't think about it now, okay? Who needs to laugh? Everybody. If I don't laugh, I'm going to cry, bro. I'm just going to be honest with you right now. I got to be a little wacky, got to be a little out there because the stress is getting to me. I feel like I'm in a Walmart bunker.
Well, hey, man, do you remember wrestling or working out with my buddy Raymond Jordan?
Do I ever? And
he was an animal. He was such an animal, wasn't he?
Bro, listen, you know what? You remind me a lot of him. You're like the white version of him a little bit. Gotta be honest with you.
We were good buddies. You
guys have the similar wrestling style, and you guys have like the same. Is he from Wisconsin or something?
No, he lives in Minnesota. He's from North Carolina, but he lives
Minnesota.
He lives in Minnesota now.
Midwestern dudes. It goes across racial boundaries. You guys have this surefire way of talking about you, bro, where everybody's on the same flat plains wavelength, where you bros are like the wrestling bros from the Midwest have like a fucking vibe. We're vibing, bro.
Then I asked about that. So your style, I think, changed wrestling completely.
Yeah, sure.
In some ways for the better. In some ways, I think it's so hard.
In all ways for the better. Life is an evolution, Adam. Life is an evolution.
That's true, but there are so many times now where a guy will go for a takedown, and the other guy like grabs the guy's shoelaces by his wrestling shoe, gets in some weird, funky thing, and it's like a stalemate kind of. And start him back. I feel like you started that.
Well, I can't help that some of these guys don't want to win and they only want to do stalemates. That's life, right? Some people aren't. They're not all the way in for the win. They're just happy with going halfway.
But did you ever have a conventional style, or was it always like that?
No, I became a scrambler out of necessity, not because I wanted to. I was actually I set the state takedown record in high school twice. My sophomore and my junior year, I set the state takedown record. And then once I got into college, I just was, I had a lot of really athletic people on my team, and I couldn't just do the takedown, let it go thing. It wasn't working, especially not in the room. And so that, I had to figure out, okay, if you beat Tyron Woodley, I'm not faster or stronger than Tyron. So how am I going to beat Tyron? I can't beat him straight up. I'm not faster and stronger than Raymond Jordan, who I brought up, right? I can't compete with these guys straight up athletically. So there's got to be another way to do it. So I had to figure out the way to get it done.
And talk about that strategy. Wait a minute. Let's dig deeper into this wrestling.
Sure.
Let's even get technical. Let's even get so technical and boring that people turn the fucking podcast off after 5 minutes. Okay.
That's exactly what Adam wants.
Yeah, exactly. So shoot it. Let's lull the baby to sleep, Ben Askren.
Well, she's
lull the baby to sleep.
Watch a lot of his fights sometimes. She can't All right, go on.
That's a subtext, you son of a bitch. Hey, so anyway, shoot this single leg, right? Shoot this double, right? Get in deep on a guy falling crazy, right?
Yeah.
How do you set the high school takedown record? Just tell another kid how you did it.
For me, it was that was more dealing with boredom than anything, because at that level in Wisconsin, I was so much better than most people. So it was like, obviously it was really boring just to take them down and let them up, take them down, let them up, take them down every match, like 10 to 12 times. So that was more just dealing with repetition. So
wait.
What?
You know what? Somebody with your same haircut, wearing a Wisconsin fucking singlet, right?
Yeah.
In the first round of the Nationals in 2003, Wyoming or was it Minnesota? I don't know. But this motherfucker took me down and let me up. It took me down.
What nationals are we talking about?
Fucking Las Vegas wrestling nationals. You didn't know I wrestled the nationals?
CKL nationals. CKLV, right. Cliff King, Las Vegas Invitational. What?
It was the nationals, bro.
Oh, did I wrestle you? Did I wrestle you at the U.S. Open?
Motherfucker.
No,
I think it was you.
Really?
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna look at the bracket. 2003, bro, look at the bracket.
Jason Miller, fucking before. Like I think I was just pre-Mayhem almost. Like I was before. Yeah, I fucking ran into.
Did those brackets exist anywhere?
And then no. Remember? And then did you? And you kept turning me, right? And I was like, didn't know the rules. I was like, is he getting points right now? I was yelling at my Bad News Bear corner, right? There was a bunch of gangsters in my corner.
Who was it? Was it J.D. Hawkins? Screaming. Do you know J.D. Hawkins?
Man, that sounds familiar.
How do you make the nationals and not know the rules?
Well, the U.S. Open, anyone can enter the U.S. Open. It is literally.
And I obviously entered.
Yes.
I even bought a singlet that morning, bro. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and bought a singlet that morning, right? I had already had like 15 pro fights. I fucking knocked dudes out, choked grown men out when I was like a little boy. And I said, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to wrestle too. I'm going to fucking wrestle too. And my friend's like, you're crazy. And I was like, nah, I can do this. And I did it. You know, I lost to you, okay? Like a zillion points to one, I think. Or maybe I got out one time, okay? But then I fucking double-legged some badass fucking Marine or Air Force nerd. Some Air Force badass nerd. But I took him down like 15 times and still didn't win because I didn't know the rules. So I didn't know the point system. So yeah, you're taking me on a walk down memory lane.
That's fine. I'm curious how I can even find the brackets.
Bro, we got to find them there's somewhere like under your old wrestling shoes.
Well, I didn't like I won that year, so yeah, it's not like I won that year. So how would I would
Bro,
have
that
it.
was the year.
I was a freshman. I was young. I was only 18 at that point in time.
Fucking ghastly wrestling skill. At that time, to be honest with you, I didn't really even.
How old are you? How old are you?
Fucking old enough. Fucking like 40 some odd. Like
he's 37.
50.
He's 37. How old are you?
I'm 33. I'm 33. Don't give me 37.
You're not 33. That's younger than me.
23. I'm 23.
Oh, for God's
That's younger than me.
Oh,
hey, 13, I think that
bro.
You're 39. I just looked you up. You're 39.
That's fake news, bro. That shit on the internet, you can't trust anything that's said on the internet. I mean, we like girls on the internet.
Yeah. I think that's gonna make some MMA websites that I wrestled you at the U.S. Open in 2003.
And if it's not you, it'll be even better. Yeah,
I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna try to have some. I think I know who to ask to where I can get the bracket.
Bro, listen, that was a great experience for me, and it really helped my MMA career doing a tournament like that because wrestling for 6 whole minutes was like fucking way harder than some fights. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
because you just had to like go.
Yeah.
And the rules are such that you can't stall. They'll fucking scream at you. There's no Big John McCarthy standing there scratching his balls. Okay, there's a referee going action,
yeah.
Right, and you got to get on it the whole 6 minutes. An explosive power play, and I had like maybe 100 something wrestling matches in high school, but that wasn't the same as like going to the top levels. And then because first of all, a guy like you hit me with so many different moves where I was like, oh, I don't even know those moves because I knew all my knowledge base at that time, and I was like, what, 20 years old? Like at that time, all my knowledge base was jiu-jitsu based, right? So I knew a bunch of jiu-jitsu, but guess what? You're giving up points if you're pulling guard like that. Like if you're anywhere with your back near the ground, that's points. And I didn't understand that, so I was making a lot of dumbass moves, And as I developed my wrestling game years later, I look back and remember like, oh man, like, well, I didn't know how to defend that. I didn't know how to finish that, and it's an evolution, right? You always are learning more.
Absolutely.
Ben, how's your hip, by the way? How's your hip?
I just told Mayhem I'm not getting surgery till August. I wanted to put it off till after all of our wrestling stuff was done for the summer. And now who knows, right? They've canceled all elective surgeries, so who knows if I'll still be able to get it in late August because everything's being pushed back.
So explain to me this, like so you fought your last like couple fights with a really bad hip?
I mean, it's whatever. I don't want to make excuses. But yeah,
but this is the business. Use the business.
Yeah,
we know
it's the business. Yeah, my hip doesn't look. I can't pick my knee up past there. Like it just, it doesn't really move anymore. I can't go across the midline. But what am I gonna say? Hold on, give me a year while my hip recovers. Yeah, right. I was fucking. I came out of retirement to fight. I'm gonna fight. Who cares?
Now, first of all, you're one of my favorite athletes. You're just amazing at I loved watching you fight, loved watching you wrestle. I think you've evolved, transformed so many sports. Now, why are you such a good loser when it comes to MMA, but you still hate everyone that beat you in wrestling?
I don't hate everyone. I just congratulated fucking Chris Pendleton on getting the Oregon State job this morning.
But it took you like 20 years to like forgive him.
Yeah, when you're younger, you act a little different.
And then you hate Johnny Hendricks beat you in wrestling.
Yeah, I still hate Johnny Hendricks.
But how come in MMA you could forgive everybody, but in wrestling you held a grudge?
Well, I don't like George Masvidal. I mean, I don't have anything against him. I'm just kind of indifferent. And right. I don't really think about Johnny Hendricks very often. I guess I'd say I'm fairly indifferent to him also. I got too much stuff going on in my life. I don't have time to waste my time thinking about these guys.
Now, do you think that, because people are like, well, Ben Askren in the UFC. I'm like, listen, do you think that if Ben Askren, like the Ben Askren that was undefeated in Bellator, right? Which you think that was your peak? Like when you were on that,
I think my peak was probably right at the end of Bellator / the first couple of years of my one championship run. I was really, really good at that. Oh my goodness. I think I got the brackets. I got to find the prelims for our weight class, which I was up at 185 pounds at that point in time.
Was it 185?
Wow. I see. I knew the right guy. The right guy's name is Jason Bryant. Yeah, I wrestled 84 kilograms, I believe. It was either 84 or 85 kilograms was the weight class. So wait, I'm sorry. What was your question? And I'll get you an answer to this in 1 second.
Bro, please don't give out my alias, Jason Bryant, bro. Please, come on, bro.
Jason Bryant.
God damn it, bro. That was one AKA that they didn't have.
84 kilograms, first round. No, I wrestled a guy named John Garfinkel, first round.
Damn it, that's my other one.
This is 2003. Let me see second round. No, second round I lost to Cale Sanderson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe the wrestlebacks. Let's go to the wrestlebacks.
No, that wasn't us. Never mind, bro. I just made up that whole story.
Wait, what was
it was a dude that looked striking like you.
Let's talk about Cale Sanderson for a second. Cale Sanderson, how did that match go?
Not good. I was 18 years old. I got my butt kicked. I tried as hard as I could. Didn't.
I watched it. It was a good match. I watched it. I remember it. Yeah. He liked out technique you. You know what I mean? You didn't rise up yet. 18, that's pretty difficult to you don't got the man strength yet. You don't got enough real go-to moves yet.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you do, but they beat all the high school guys.
This is a trip down memory lane, Jason Lewis.
I know.
Molowall is in this bracket.
Yep.
Aaron Simpson is in this bracket.
I had to jump in. Yep.
Clinton Wattenberg, who is at the PI right now, he's in this bracket. Man, there's a lot of good dudes in this bracket.
So
totally. I know. It was an epic era.
I hate to say what if, but I honestly think the Ben Askren in Bellator 1 FC would have ran through everyone in the UFC.
I don't like doing what ifs. I'm gonna pass on that question.
I do. I told him that's all I do all day, bro. I'm just thinking, what if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? But at the end of the day, shit is bygone to be bygone. But the reality is, it's a political game, isn't it? And
I had a good run. It didn't work out, but I wanted to work out. And listen, I got my opportunity, and I don't use the term that George Masvidal got a lucky knee on me, but. I'm never going to get the opportunity again, but obviously I liked my chances going into that fight. There was a reason why I picked to fight him. I liked my chances. I got the shot I wanted. If I won that, I was going to fight for the title. I came up a little bit short, and that's what happens sometimes.
Now, I heard in wrestling sometimes, because I'm always like, guys, get prepared. get your mind ready, whatever.
When's your show coming out?
When I sell it. But Tyron Woodley told me that there were times in tournaments you would be messing around on like the bleachers, doing some weird stuff, and they'd be like, Ben, you got a match in 12 seconds. Then you would go out and pin like the 3-time state champion of Ohio or something.
Sure. That's how I do it. That's how I compete best.
Really? Like when you're not.
Yes.
Awesome.
I mean, talk about that.
I mean, I just actually did a little bit. I've been thinking about it for a while, and somebody's pushing me into action. A guy named Sam is pushing me into action about doing. So I think success is a skill, meaning like being good at stuff like that is a skill. So like being a good wrestler, wrestling is a skill. Tennis is a skill. Telling jokes is a skill. I think success is a skill. And one of the things when we talk about performance, I just did a video on this last night. The higher your anxiety is, the lower you perform, right? So the more anxiety you have, the worse you perform. It's negative quote. The lower your anxiety, the best you perform. That's probably why I like when John Jones does some cocaine, he competes so well because that probably lowers his anxiety levels.
You're right.
Performance enhancing cocaine. All right, bud. You know what? That's an interesting theory. I like that.
No, that's Jason. That's not a theory. That has been proven over and over and over again that anxiety and competitive performance are negatively correlated.
Man, I'll tell you what. I know it.
But somebody told me one time before a Bellator fight, they called your name to walk out, and your friend bet you that you couldn't pin him in 12 seconds.
Yeah, that was Mark Bader.
Putting guys in cradles while talk to me about that.
Well, I did. I pinned him. I won.
No, but like what? Like they're saying Ben Askren walk out and you're in the back wrestling people?
He challenged me he said I couldn't do it. I did it. I mean, like I'm telling you right now, anxiety is negatively correlated with performance. I learned how to make myself very calm.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
You're making me Rasta vibration right now, bro. I feel completely zen. I don't know, bro. Are you gonna sell me some multi-level marketing right now? Success is a mentality.
Success is a skill.
No, it's a mentality.
No, it's a skill.
But having skills is a mentality.
I would disagree with that.
Well, now it's in my mentality.
All right, let's have this debate. Ready, go.
Okay.
What do you mean? We just had it. Look, he's right, man. Skill, yeah, it's definitely a skill. Success is a skill. Shoving a baby's bottle in his mouth, that's a skill. Okay. Right. Weed dog, is a flashing hot pictures. That's a skill.
Yeah.
So Askren, what do you think? Your last fight against Damian Maia.
Yeah.
I thought you were winning the stand-up. Like
I felt like I was also. I
had you up 2-1, right?
Well, it was 2-0 because the third round didn't finish, unfortunately.
Right. Was the game plan to win 4 minutes stand up and then take him down and then just ride him out the last minute?
Well, the game plan was to not take shitty takedown attacks. Because most people I can just take whatever damn takedown attack I want because it's fairly irrelevant. Once I attack, I'm gonna score. I'm gonna get the takedown. Against Damian Maia, I knew I don't want to put myself in a bad position, so I'm only going to go for the takedowns when they're there, which means I'm going to have to do significantly more striking than I usually do. So that was kind of my game plan going into the fight, to only take the opportunities when they really present themselves. And obviously, I think I had 4 takedowns in that fight, so they did present themselves, and I executed when they were there. Unfortunately, we kind of knew that was the sweep and then the submission he was going to go for. I thought I was ready. Unfortunately, I wasn't. Happens. Adam just asks a question, then just leaves.
I know. No, I mean, I guess he's getting Mayhem to do the dirty work, as always.
Yeah.
So, okay. So let's talk about that, all right?
Yeah.
So you were aware of the sweep. You were aware that was kind of what he was trying for. And during the preparation, did you do situational? Did you do positional with that same move?
With both the sweep and then obviously him on my back, we spent so much time there, and I felt very prepared. And so the fact that I actually gave up the choke, that was highly disappointing because I had felt very, very prepared in that position.
Yeah.
Now you're striking. It's so unconventional, okay? And I always give you shit, but it does. Now, did Duke Roufus ever try to turn you into more of a conventional striker?
Well, I'll tell you, my striking was, I'm not going to tell you it's next level, but it was better when I was a little bit younger. I mean, if you look at, say, the Douglas Lima fight or the Andrei Kreshkov fight, I mean, those dudes don't even really hit me. And those guys are both very, very high-level strikers.
But I think most of that, to be honest with you, Ben, I think most of that, okay, is because you're a funk type of dude.
Yeah, sure, that's fair.
Because your movement is, you know, when you're in the stand-up range, the movement is so awkward.
Yeah.
And so
Absolutely.
off rhythm. And, you know, there's a rhythm to, like you call it funk style wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Where you're scrambling. And I really see that your movement is very similar in the stand-up range too. So it makes you more difficult to hit, and it makes you attack from strange angles that a more conventional, like polished Muay Thai type guy doesn't completely. He's like speaking a different language.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had a whole bunch of different strategies to close. I mean, my thing when I was training coming up, it was how do I close the distance? Because I saw wrestlers who failed. They failed to be able to close the distance properly. And so I guess, you know, one of the things when I was younger, I did a whole lot of striking. I actually watched that movie Concussion in April of 2016, and I stopped sparring for like 2 years after that. So that was, you know, I think that probably led to a little bit of, I don't want to say my demise in being a good striker, but that led me to not be quite as good as I was earlier in my career.
I know that Paul Felder.
I think also too there was a lot of man. We always do this.
I got like 2 minutes and I got to run.
You got 2 minutes, bro. Go ahead and badger him for about 2 more minutes, Adam.
I know that Paul Felder said that he at the end of the fight that you didn't go and train with the guys at Rufus Sport. You were bringing guys in.
Yeah, I haven't been to Rufus since April of 2016.
Do you think that maybe you should have went over there, or why did you do that?
Well, I stopped going to Rufus because in April of 2016, because their jiu-jitsu coach is a moron, and I couldn't deal with him. I didn't want to go there, and I already did my wrestling and strength and conditioning elsewhere, and so it's like, okay, if I'm not going to spar, you know, what am I doing going here? And because I watched Concussion, I said, okay, I'm going to stop sparring. And I did. And so when I came out, so then obviously I retired, right? And what was that? So I think whenever I fought Alex Zocket, is that April of 2016, April of 2017? Maybe April of 2017. Because then I retired in November of 2018. Yeah, I think that's April 2017. Whenever I fought Alex Zocket, I actually watched Concussion on the flight over there to Asia. And so the jiu-jitsu coach, he's a moron. No one really likes him, in my opinion. And I don't say that about very many people. So I kind of feel guilty about saying it.
Who are we shit talking right now? I fell asleep for a second.
I'm not even the jiu-jitsu coach at Rufus. I'm not even say his name. So anyway.
Oh, God. You're not even going to give him a platform to defend himself?
I am not. Maybe you guys can go find him if you want. So
Wait,
anyway.
Did he help you with Damian Maya? Is that what we're beefing on?
No,
All right, well, you need to be pissed at whoever coached you during Damian Maya. Because I would have had you doing back drills all fucking day.
That's what we did, Mayhem.
Pass the guard all fucking day, okay? We're going to fucking keep – no, you're going to be low. No, you're not going to be high. You're not going to be high like that. We're not playing wrestling right now. We're playing jiu-jitsu, right? So you're going to drop your hips low. No, drop your hips back low. Okay, it's easy for me to say from the comfort of my couch. Yeah. You're right. I mean, Mayhem. That sounds like you're wrestling with James Hogan.
But that's pretty obvious. I mean, I drill those things every single day. I mean, so anyways, to your point, I'm trying to answer Adam's fucking question, and you guys are all over the place. Anyways, I wasn't wrestling. I wasn't jiu-jitsu. I was going to stop sparring, so I stopped going. That means I never had any heat with Duke Rufus. I always got along with him. So when I decided to unretire, when I got traded, I said, you know what? I'm just going to do everything at my place on my schedule. I also knew because of certain limited things I couldn't go with the younger guys. I had to train on my own schedule. So I brought everyone to me. I had spent a lot of time with Gerald Mearshart. He's fantastic. Mike Biggie Rhodes. He's fantastic. Duke would come out and hit mitts with me. I had Mark Lehman training with me.
Lehman.
Yes, that's who you were just yelling. That's who you
give respect.
That's who you're just yelling. That's who you were just yelling at, Mayhem.
Oh my fucking
God!
But
you know, Mark Lehman, he's a genius. So you know
he's a genius. He's a genius. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah,
it was your fault.
Yeah, it was my fault. I take full responsibility. There's no doubt about
You know
that.
what? And that's why you're an all-time great, bro. That's why you're the champ, bro. You know what I mean? It's not personal responsibility. I gave you an out to go shit on your coach and you didn't. That's a true martial artist. Bro, you're living the Bushido code. We appreciate it, man. We really appreciate you being on the show, man.
All right. So I would bring everyone to myself. I thought it worked really good. I thought my training was great. It was, obviously I had Tyron for a while there and other people would fill in for my wrestling or my other stuff. And listen, like you said, Jason, it was on me. I put myself in this place I needed to be. I didn't execute. I failed. I apologize to everyone for that.
You didn't fail.
And I'm out of here.
Listen,
I got to go. Peace.
Goodbye, bro. Hey,
Good one.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Hey, man, let me tell you what. Yeah, Ben Askren's a bad motherfucker. That Damian Maia fight was one of the most exciting fights that has been on for a while. Well, to the point where I got excited when you asked about it. Because I kind of, I have this filing cabinet of fights so deep and thick in my head that, like, I had to, like, go and re-access that, And I went, oh, yeah. And the movement, and I remember being mad that Askren was riding high and Damian Maia caught him with the sweep, And I remember, Layman, that was one of our things, is to hang back on the outside of this guy's ankles, far away from him, and kind of sprawl back so that you don't get swept. And when he didn't do it, I was like, coaching at the TV.
So, Mayhem, why don't we do this, right? Because I don't want to interrupt you and it's hard.
Interrupt me what? Beating off to Ween's pornography?
No, I'm saying if you have a question, I don't want to interrupt you, and vice versa.
Whatever. No, we'll figure it out, bro.
Why don't
this
we go
is
like
really
this?
rough.
Hold up a number one and be like, I got a question. Hold up number one. I'll look at you. Man, you're an asshole. I'm trying to.
Oh, my bad. Did it work? I was
it worked. Here's fucking 2 number one.
Well, but how are you gonna know if
you go like this?
What if my face ain't on the screen?
Okay. For now.
Oh wait, do you have some type of different software where you can see all of our face at the same time? Because all I see is whoever's making the most noise.
Or just change your background image to something like this.
No, go on the bottom of the screen. See where it says share screen? Say one participant, or go to the top right where it says.
Don't you know the internet, bro?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, everybody's talking to everybody.
No, go to the top right.
It's the party line.
I can see everybody right now.
Yeah, I can see everybody too.
I can just see whoever's talking.
Well, are you on your phone, Jason? Are you on your phone or your laptop?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, go to the top right, and where it says.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I like the way it is.
Okay, then forget it. Then yell at me when I interrupt you. All
I
right.
definitely will.
All right, we're waiting for Destanie Yarbrough, by the way. Destanie Yarbrough, she is a heavyweight who's 2-1 in Muay Thai, very beautiful black woman who was a football player and fought Gabby Garcia, knocked her down and lost because she didn't really have much grappling at the time. So we're waiting for her to come on right now. I think she'd be good for your promotion. A black heavyweight who's hot, who can fight. Man.
Hell yeah.
We talking BBW, huh?
Hell yeah. Lizzo.
Yeah.
Are we talking like a Lizzo level type lady? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Wait, when you say she played football, was she a lineman or was she and she fought Gabby Garcia and knocked her down?
Yeah.
Gabby.
Yep.
Bigger than my sister Garcia?
Yeah. Gabby bigger than sister Garcia. So we're just bro,
bro. But she got fucked off on the ground though, huh?
Yep.
Them damn Brazilians. You know what? I'm gonna have to be more polite about it when I ask her about it. But yeah, Gabby Garcia, she trained over there at Cabrina's, and he has the best women's program. Well, at the time, I don't know who has it now, but I saw a lot of the women over there were just awesome jiu-jitsu, fantastic, very physically fit. It's in downtown, or it's in Los Angeles, kind of close to you. And the girls over, and Gabby had flown in from Brazil, and I think they were just putting you know what I mean, a whole team of girls against Gabby, essentially. You know what I mean? Kind of chum in the water. What is that called? Shark Tank, where you stay in the middle, and then they send another one, and they send another one, they send another one.
Yeah, you got
and
Shark.
she just kept tapping everybody out. So it makes sense. It makes sense that she lost on the ground, but I mean, she must be a damn beast on the feet.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for her to come on the show.
No, why isn't there like a women's heavyweight division in like any big MMA organization? I think that would be highly entertaining to have some 400-pound bitches up in there. You know what I'm saying? Just slugging it out.
I don't know if they want to be called.
You know what? I guess that.
But
no, I think that's the division name. 400-pound bitches.
Hell yeah.
It's 400 and less. 400 and less. So the 400 weight limit is the top out. Yeah, I mean, I think we can make some matches happen. I don't know. I don't know if I manage a girl big enough. I think maybe if I get 4 105-pounders and stack them all on top of each other, I think maybe we'll do it that way.
They can wear a big trench coat.
I'm not trying to make a spectacle here. I'm trying to make a serious martial arts promotion, but with some questions. With some. Let's answer some questions. What can happen if this big girl like lets loose all 218 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal? You know what I mean?
Her name is Destiny.
Comes bursting out the gate.
Her name is Destanie Yarbrough. What wasn't there a fighter?
I mean, first of all, let's just talk about Emmanuel Yarbrough, UFC 1. All right, let's just fly back to the black sumo wrestler. What?
How did you spell his last name though? Hers is Yarbrough. Was his Yarbrough?
Look, I would if she's not related, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
A monkey's uncle?
Isn't that right, Violet?
And she's got some really hot pictures online, by the way. Just for the record.
Well, Ween is supposed to be our tech guy. Because, bro, this is like, we've taken it to an all-time low. Like, now you're showing a picture on your phone to another phone camera. Come on, bro.
She's in a bathtub in bubbles.
Hilarious.
With like hot tub bubbles everywhere. So yeah, a good looking girl right here. Have you ever been with a bigger black woman?
Sort of.
What does that mean, sort of?
I remember one time in Hollywood, I feel like I ordered weed, but no, that was like before you could do that. Speedweed.com. Shout out to our sponsors.
Yep.
But I was kind of doing takeout menu on like a dating website. And then, you know how like at McDonald's, like the burger and the patty is like, looks beautiful in the picture, but he gets there and it's a lot fatter.
Right.
And less healthy than it looks.
What happened here?
Well, look, I just opened the door and, you know,
you want a prostitute?
No. I mean, come on. I'm not a savage.
Really?
Yeah, I flirted on the internet with these pictures. That was like, you know what I mean? But I don't know if you want to call it catfish because she was like triple fried. And I mean,
Jesus.
The fact that she was so nice and was so happy to be there.
Yeah.
It went a long way. And you know what? Like.
So you still bang her?
Yeah, she was the kind of girl who was early on this trend. You know that she like made weed edibles. So I totally get it. If I worked in a bakery all day, I'd be like 270 instead of 250. You know what I mean? So I totally got it. And I don't know. Yeah, it's not my favorite flavor. And I felt a little bit hurt because it was not as advertised. Right. But, you know, I feel like it was a magical moment. It was one of those moments that I'll never get back.
Yeah. I got you.
Well, guys, we have a question from Twitch. QK Flush asks if Mayhem did snack on Woodley's mushrooms.
Rashad's mushrooms, actually.
Yeah. I'm just a messenger.
I did. Yeah, I had a dream that I was like in like a Walmart bunker, right? I was like in a Walmart fallout shelter type deal. And I was just like stuck inside the internet. And I was just trapped in here with a bunch of memes. I was just trapped
With
with
memes?
memes flying all about me. There was words at the top and there was words at the bottom. There was bottom text and top text wherever I go.
For how long would this happen?
It's still happening.
Okay. So when did you take these mushrooms? Like an hour ago? All right, this is the weirdest one we had so far. We've had a lot of weird
The quarantine is affecting everybody at this point. Everybody's going, they have cabin fever.
Regular fever. But yeah, you're saying that you have 4 black dudes looking at you, like ready to, or 5 actually.
What do you mean?
Ready to unload. All right, so I don't know where the hell Destiny is. Destanie Yarbrough. So I don't know.
First things first, man. You're fucking with the work.
I fucking hate this. I hate when people like they say they're coming. I'm excited. I'm gonna give this girl a platform. Got a lot of fans now. A lot of people coming, and then they don't come on. It's like, come on.
Yeah, this is like a professional show now, dude. People need to show us some respect. Like, this is just some crappy internet show that, you just come do some, out of your mom's basement. It's like a professional, like, ESPN quality show.
Yes, of course. Very professional. Mayhem, what are you doing? All right. Well, listen, I guess that's our podcast today.
Great.
That went. That went.
At least we got it out there.
Thank you guys for watching. I don't know how to feel about this one. I did my best. So keep watching. Thank you guys so much.
Wait!
Oh, is he back? Is he back? Is he back? Hello? Why can I can hear him, but I can't. Oh. No, I don't want to get this fucking crazy mayhem. This is not Lucky Patrick.
Bro, it's too late, bro. It's too late. I'm here. I'm queer. Get used to it.
No, I'm already used to it.
I got my damn streaming headphones on right now. Tell your wife to watch the baby because we're going to strap in. We're doing 6 more hours of podcast. Welcome to Podcast Purgatory. I'm just going to be screaming all fucking week. It's only Monday, baby. You can't be falling asleep now. Better get up and do some kettlebell swings. Hey, listen, I did kettlebell swings with like a 5-gallon jug of water for like 3 hours yesterday. I feel like I just bashed my fucking back with a hammer. I feel like the Mario
Destiny's coming on. Destiny's coming on in 5 minutes.
Destiny's Child is coming on in 5 minutes?
Yes, all
hey, listen.
Beyonce and the other one, and the other girl listening, and
Harpo.
My God.
What happened? Man,
hey, man.
Green Dog, get that fucking thing out of there. I can't take you. Well, I can't even see you. I feel like I'm.
You know what, bro? We're reaching across the aisle, bro. We're reaching across the aisle.
I had the Ben Askren picture, but I felt very uncomfortable with putting this on.
All day, by the way.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to ask Ben Askren about getting knocked the fuck out in 5 seconds.
No, I don't want to ask. Really? You want to hear about that?
No, I just wanted to add, like, you know what I mean? Like, because the dude just shook it off and got about his life like an American. I mean.
Yeah, but you yell at me all the time for asking negative questions, asking about people.
It's not negative. The shit happened, and he's fucking dealing with it just fine.
Yeah, but when I bring up, like, hey, what about the time you lost? It's, here we go, fucking Adam, bringing up.
What do you mean?
Blah, blah, blah. Like,
I never lost a fight, bro.
No, but I'm talking about when I ask a question to Rashad Evans about losing, oh, here we go. This is what Adam does. He fucking
bro, just shut your face, Adam. Nobody cares, Adam, all right? Keep complaining. Go cry to your wife, all right? No one else cares about your problems, all right? And that's just how it's going to be. Lean?
Okay.
Yeah. What?
God bless America, bro. Thank you for that. I needed that. I needed a change.
Come on.
Hey, how's my audio coming through, man? I got these, these aren't Snoop Dogg headphones. These are like Turtle Bay, okay? So shout out to them for the sponsorship agreement. But you know, I don't even know if I got the name right. Are they sounding all right or no?
They actually sound really good. I think the company is Turtle Beach. But yeah, it sounds great.
Oh God, I'm getting fucking.
Yo, man, I'm trying to get a Mad Catz controller. You know what I'm saying? And like just go fucking ham for like 15 minutes on some Doom, right? And then I'm gonna do some running and maybe some fucking boxing. You know, can I box people in the Corona epidemic? Is that a way to transfer the virus?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Have you worked? By the way, tomorrow we have Chael Sonnen on.
I thought that was Chael Sonnen today.
And we have Chael on tomorrow, and he really wants you to do Submission Underground. He asked me.
Man, that's bologna sandwiches, right?
I think he went and started. And I
went and started that. Yeah, who am I grappling with? My cat? I don't even have a cat.
Well, he asked me if you're ready, and I said, well, he's getting in better shape. He's like, it's 5 minutes. So he said, it's 5 minutes.
Man, you know what? He's right. It's only 5 minutes.
I'll go in there against Mayhem. It'll be Ween Dog versus Mayhem.
Bro, that'll be the last mistake that ass will make. That's what you get. Shake.
You almost tapped to my fucking 8th grader in my garage.
No, I almost. Almost. I fake tapped. Are you kidding me? I Chael Sonnen tapped to get out of that, bro.
The 8th grade kid from Chestia who's like.
Bro, but listen, that kid is not a regular kid, bro. That kid is a fucking monster. And I had just got out of jail like the day before. So I was sitting there like a piece of tenderized beef. And this kid comes in with some flying Tony Ferguson leg lock fucking intro Imanari roll. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, what the shit? I'm going to have to kill this kid real quick. So I said, you know what? Let me back off. I'm going to just pull guard. So I pulled guard and then like let the kid wrestle on me. But like, he thought we were in the Olympics. He thought it was for the title. You know, young guy doesn't realize, you know, you got to warm up. Give a man a chance to warm up, and then we'll play for real. Meanwhile, this kid is just jumping to a flying arm bar. Fucking guy. You know, it made me feel alive again. It made me feel alive for the first time in years. And after that, I trained a lot over at Tomaselli Academy, and some more young guys fucking whoop my ass. But, you know, shape is one of those things that takes a minute to get into.
It's so funny. You were like, I didn't know I was coming to your house to get into a fight.
This kid is fucking Bulgarian. I was like fighting fucking, fucking Khabib McGregor over there. You know what I mean? What the shit was going on?
He's
I love that kid. I wish that kid would put some damn effort into the sport. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because he's very talented, but he lacks direction. He needs some direction. Yeah. But, you know, this coronavirus thing over, then we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do a clinic, have that kid fucking learn how to really fight instead of just be a damn spaz, you know? But like I said, it made me feel young again because I was totally that kid when I was his age. Completely. Like just a spaz, already wanting to be a pro fighter, you know, already like amped all the time. And, you know, it was nice to see. It was nice to be on the other end of it. Because when I was younger, I just was bowling through, headbutting everybody, being a sack of knee and elbows, you know? Oh, shit, I just realized.
What?
This is mayhem.
No, you were like...
This is mayhem.
You were like, I didn't know I was going to come to your house to get into a fist fight with a fucking 12-year-old.
What?
Hey, stop doing that. That's just annoying.
What's just annoying? What?
Cheryl doesn't fucking come on in 2 minutes, but we're calling the show. What, Wee Dog, you keep fucking disappearing into the flag right now. Guys, people are actually wanting to listen to this.
Sorry, that's the corona alarm going off, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that we could kind of format this show like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, welcome to Boomer and the Ween, and they're going to do some podcasting right now, everybody. We got traffic on the ones and twos. Hey, guess what? There's no fucking traffic. Everybody's supposed to be inside, or you get a $500 fine.
All right. All right.
Adam.
Yes.
Adam.
Yes.
Adam.
Yes.
Adam. I quit, man.
You quitting what? No, I know you think this is a bit of you quitting all the time and it's funny. It's not funny to me.
No, I'm quitting Destanie Yarbrough interview.
Okay.
I feel like, you know what I mean? She's a sassy sister. You know, she better come with her A game if she's gonna come on the show today. Because at this point, we've just been stalling for time until she shows up. And then what else are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're gonna wrap in 2 minutes. You're not coming. Forget this. You know, sometimes people are just their own worst enemies. It's like,
nah, you know what? I bet you, like, she's having the same corona stress as all of us, bro. I'm climbing the walls.
I know, but don't.
You know
say
what I mean?
yes.
Like,
don't
I think
say yes.
everybody's stressed.
She
You're
even
not allowed to
asked,
go to the gym.
she even asked what we want to talk about, and I gave her, like, I told her, I go, can we talk about this? She said no. I said no problem. Which I
Wait,
never.
what did she say no to?
I'm not going to talk about that, but which I
The
never.
fuck, bro? We're like the hottest show on the damn internet right
But
now.
I never actually do that.
We're not gonna Barbara Walters her ass.
I know,
Is
but
she
I
related?
But I
Is she related?
Here she
No.
is. She's connecting
she's
right
not
now.
here. Did you tell her how to use the video thing? Because this is a new technology, and I don't want our guests to be thrown off by it.
No, but there are certain things that I don't want to like ambush people. Like there was a fighter who did like a porno or something, and I didn't mention it because I didn't want him to like whatever. I just don't want to.
Hello.
Destanie Yarbrough, how are you?
I'm glad I caught you guys. I was trying to. It wouldn't let me log in on my phone or my other laptop, and it took me like 10 minutes. I'm so sorry.
10 minutes.
Oh my God!
It's 1:21.
Nice to see you. Hey, where's the Wi-Fi out there? You guys got 5G already? Oh, cool.
So
Well,
Destiny,
I'm glad you're outside, babe.
So I was telling Mayhem a little bit about you. You were a football player in high school, right?
Yes, junior high and high school.
And you played for the men's team?
Yeah, I played. So I was the first woman in Clovis to play junior high school ball with the varsity team and high school varsity. And it turned into politics, and I was playing over the guys because parents were getting mad. And I stopped playing my junior year, and then went to college and discovered women's football and been playing with the women for like 9 years. So total of 19, 20 years of football. Yeah, 19 years of football. Yeah.
Mayhem,
16 years of football.
I'm just seeing your like shoe right now.
Oh man, my bad. I had the camera turned around the wrong way. Hey, man, American football. So you know the damn sport. Huh?
Oh yeah, I love it. It was like my second passion. It's my first love.
Yeah, you talk like somebody who has like the philosophical understanding of the game of football.
I love football.
So I get that vibe from you. I totally get that vibe from you. Well, where did you play? You played outside?
No, so when I started
What
in junior high,
position were you? You're not a center. I mean, how like you're a big, strong lady. You're not a center.
No. So I started off playing fullback in junior high school, and then when I got to high school, they put me at defensive end and kept me at fullback. And I love defense. Like I love smacking people. I love just weighing power on them. And I stuck to that. So when I played in the women's league in the WFA, I was running back, and I run like Jerome Bettis mixed with Marshawn Lynch.
Oh my God! Now
I heard you were the star. I heard you were like the star running back.
Right area.
Oh yeah, I made it. I mean, every year I wanted to be better. I wanted to be the best in the league. So you can't mention the WFA and not know who Destiny is, like Destanie Yarbrough. So I'm one of the best.
I'm a fan. Don't you worry about it. I was becoming a fan, but you're just busting out the seams right now. You know. So
sports,
are you okay with? Are you still getting a little training in? Because I was just telling Adam, okay, I took a 5-gallon jug of water, was doing kettlebell swings with it. Then I threw it up on my shoulders, did some damn squats with it. Okay, and I'm feeling it right now. How are you making do during this Corona time?
We have that stay-at-home order right now in Fresno, so all our gyms are closed and all that. But it's easy because home workouts are easy to do. So I do a lot of lunges. I've been doing a lot more push-ups. I've been doing a lot of corrective work on my right knee and my ankle, mostly my ankle, because when I was 10, I had Achilles stretch on both ankles, and they just never healed properly. So I have the right strength and conditioning coach, and we've been working on correct that right now. So just doing a lot of home workouts. I'm fine with it.
All right, well, let's shift. Let's MMA, which is what this show is about, and MMA is just a nonstop thing. You just made me feel like I had to do this.
I love chapstick.
Man, I need some. I just use chapstick. Anyway, talk about normal training over in Fresno. What's your team like? What have you been working on? Because I know you have 2 or 3 Muay Thai fights, right?
I have 3 MMA fights, yeah. And
3 MMA.
And then I have maybe 4 or 5 matches of jiu-jitsu under my belt. But mostly, I haven't, since the neck surgery, I haven't went back to Muay Thai yet. But I've been focusing more on boxing because that's like my main next goal is boxing. Like I've been training boxing since before the neck injury, since football season into last July. So
can I share with you something that I picked up in Poland? Because when I was training in Poland, I noticed that the neck injuries, like a lot of guys would shoot doubles, but like not many people injured their neck. And I was surprised. And I realized that, okay, and I'm going to do it right here. Before practice, we would do this. 20 of these, lay down this way. 20 of these, right? 20 of these. 20 of these. 20 of these. 20 of these. Okay, now I'm done with my neck work. So before every practice, they would just do the head banging, and we would all make jokes about it. But guess what? My neck had never been stronger during that time. So I just want you to make sure to get your rehab in, okay? Because when this coronavirus lets go of America, I want you to do something for Mayhem Martial Arts, okay, please?
I got you. After neck surgery, I healed very well and fast. So when I got to physical therapy, they're like, your motions are back to 100%. Like, so we're just here to strengthen back your left arm, because I lost some motion and power in my left arm from the neck injury.
How are you working how are you rehabilitating?
I'm just kidding. I don't have one.
Wait, what? A girlfriend? A boyfriend?
I have a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. We know how you guys do your neck. We watch Curb Your Enthusiasm.
My life having a neck injury during that. But no, it's
awesome.
Goodness. With neck injury, I've been doing my neck exercises. I'm strengthening my neck back up. My strength and conditioning coach he had a similar injury, but he had 3 of the surgeries. So I'm doing the right things. I feel strong. I'm still healing. I won't be completely healed, the doc says, for a year, so in October, but I'm cleared to go back to training after this coronavirus epidemic, guys.
Right.
So yeah,
who are you training with? Who are you learning your jiu-jitsu from? Because I'm one of those kind of casual. I'm just going to be honest with you. Adam is the hardcore. I'm the casual. I like to look at fights as like, this big thing that's like magical, and I'm part of it. But, I did my thing kind of, and now you guys are doing your thing. So I'm kind of like on the outside, but I know the Gabby Garcia fight, okay? I didn't even see the fight. No, I didn't even see the fight. But from what I heard from Adam, that you knocked her down with a hard shot, and obviously the football skills, because football, and I never said it out loud, football is a fighting style. Football's
it's not. Football's not for everybody, and that's the funny part.
You agree with me? You agree with me, right? That it's fighting, but there's certain rules. Like you can't body lock each other. Okay, that's the only thing that makes it not a fight. Really, is you can't fucking wrap them up. Okay, now during the Gabby Garcia fight, how long had you been training jiu-jitsu at that time?
I had just started. I was 4 months into jiu-jitsu.
Oh my God. Well,
I was 4 months into jiu-jitsu. That Gabby fight came really fast. it came really fast in my career because originally I was talking to Jerry Millen and he wanted me to be her first fight, but I barely had like 8 months of training at that time. So after she fought Lady Kappa, Jerry Millen contacted me, so my first fight was April 1st, 2016, I believe. Yeah, and it lasted like 30 seconds.
Hey, are you okay, man? What's going on?
Listen, man, I'm telling you, I know that I'm fucking up your interview, Destiny. I know that I'm fucking up your interview.
No,
Let me
you're
just
good.
apologize, because I know that you're looking right at me.
Like, Wing Dog is gone. You're fucking like, I'm looking at your feet, and this girl's in the backyard. Like, what? I'm in a fucking halfway house right now. So let's. All right. So,
I like being outside. I like nature, so I was already out.
The camera on you, ma'am. All right. What were you saying, Destiny?
So yeah, the Gabby fight, I would say I was freshly new to it. So but I wasn't new to fighting. Like my whole life, I have like over 70 street fights here in Fresno, and it's like, like I'm known for fighting. So I wasn't scared of Gabby. I'm not scared to fight anybody. And I mean, me and Gabby are friends to this day. Like I jump on her live feed sometimes and talk shit, but it's all fun and games. But if we ever get that chance to run it back, I'm gonna beat her ass. Like there's
damn, I wasn't even expecting that.
I'm not the same fighter. I'm not the same person mentally, physically, emotionally that I was when I first started. Like I had just started in the game when I fought Gabby. I would never that was a great fight for me. Like I loved it. Like it took me a year to watch that fight because I thought I did so horribly. And when I finally watched, I was like, oh, D, you held your own. Like,
but now you say you've done some jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Yeah. Oh, now
who are you training jiu-jitsu with?
I train with one of the greatest. I love Angel. I train with Angel Lopez out of Halo Jiu-Jitsu in Fresno, California. Shout outs to Angel. And he has believed in me. He's one of the greatest professors. Like he works with you if you want individual workouts. Like he just opens his gyms to whoever. And I train with him with my jiu-jitsu. I train my Muay Thai with Jasper out of Bahawi. And I've been with them since the beginning. And then now I train my boxing with Tommy out of Lion's Den. And my boxing is superb. And I can't wait to get in that ring for my first pro boxing match because Gabby ain't gonna want to fight me.
Now, why do you have 70 street fights?
I had a tough upbringing, to be honest, and it was an outlet that I used to. I just like to fight. I never started fights. I stood up for a lot of
70
people.
times. 70 times. You didn't start one of
most of them. I would say maybe a lot of them are men too. Like I mean that's like including junior high till I went to jail. Like
Adam, what you don't understand is that there's a lot of people out there that try to step in the way of a powerful black woman. Okay, you don't get it. I don't think you watch. I don't think you watch enough Grey's Anatomy or anything by Shonda Rhimes. You know, I feel like you need to open up your Netflix a little wider, maybe get some Hulu.
Of course.
And learn about black people. Because we always have black champions on the show, and you never know. It's like you've never met a black person before.
I haven't. What was your record in street fights?
I've never lost. I've been jumped and I beat their ass. Like it's
I see you on All Star twice.
Okay, right. I've seen myself on World Star. Actually, I have a lot of fights recorded. But it's mostly like dudes.
Yeah, I would guess that you would beat the ever.
And then I say I'm not the one, and then they get mad when a female stands their ground, and then I end up they take a swing and I fight them. Like
oh my god,
fighting slows down for me. Like my adrenaline rush gets going and time slows, and like I'm already knowing what my next move is gonna be before the fight even starts. Like it's kind of scary, but
it's football. Football's a fighting style. Football
it's football. I have such a great reaction time, and it's like people be like, "Oh, how do you know when to move your hips or when you're gonna spin or you're jump?" It's like honestly, like it happens so fast. Sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it. Like that's in fighting. I really just you gotta protect yourselves out here. And when in a situation arises, I'm not a coward, and if I stand my ground. That gets me in trouble sometimes,
And
but it is what it is.
Fuck yeah.
It is what it is.
I love it.
And you mentioned jail. What did you go to jail for?
Okay. So I went to jail. They actually tried to send me to prison for 2 years in California and give me a strike. I had gotten into a fight. It technically wasn't a fight. Well, there was a brawl outside the club, and yeah, I ended up punching a girl that was stalking me, and the one punch shattered her nose, so she had to have, nose surgery, and they charged me with a felony, at first felony assault, and I fought my case for a whole year and ended up taking a deal, felony battery.
Oh my God.
I ended up losing my coaching job. I was an amazing coach out in Clovis. I had a winning record for track and field and basketball, and I ended up losing my job. My whole life changed, and that's when I guess that's when the real Destiny started rising. That was like that was a crazy moment. I ended up just felony battery. I volunteered for jail. I wasn't like, you have to go to jail. I chose to do jail time instead of doing the work offender program because they said that you have to pay to work. And I said, I'm not about to pay you to be a slave. So I volunteered for jail. And so I ended up doing 48 days and changed my whole perspective on things. I had some trauma up in there. I ended up getting a fight in jail. Didn't get at it on time, but yeah.
The whole experience is by design traumatic. Yeah.
No, it's
feel
crazy.
like rehabilitated?
It was because I went to college. I went to college for criminology. I was going to be a forensics pathologist. I wanted to do a lot of things on that. I had went to jail. That the whole thing happened in my life like so fast. I had an interview with the San Francisco Police Department to start the academy. I had just finished my correctional interview and passed all that, and it was like I was on my way to do it, and then boom, 360. Now you're the one behind bars, and on the other side of the system that you never picture yourself to be. And it's like when you become a statistic, that kind of like when people become statistics, especially if you're of an African American descent, like that's kind of breaking when you don't see yourself as one of those, you know.
We're so happy that you didn't join the dark side. Now you're in MMA.
I've always seen that's the thing. Like I don't know. I've always had some type of.
Me too. I know. I watch Blue Bloods.
I've never watched Blue Bloods, but
don't. It's propaganda.
Now,
yeah, I don't know.
I was showing Mayhem that not only are you a great fighter, but you're obviously a very beautiful woman, and you're
smart too.
You're smart, very proud. And I was showing them that bathtub pic.
That was the first time that picture was so random. It was on Valentine's Day. My girlfriend had surprised me with like this nice hotel with a massage a hot tub in it, and I was just like, yo, let's just take a picture and show, like, because I've never done something like that. I've never shown that side of me.
Oh,
you know?
girl, you just wait. You just wait. We got to do a photo shoot. I feel like you're very photogenic. I feel like we're definitely got to do something like that.
Adam, but yeah, that was like because I've always, people have known me for sports. Like in Fresno, the women know me for sports. They love me or hate me because either I beat them in sports or like I'm just the shit. And so it's like they always see me clothed. They always see me in that kind of aggressive aggressive male role. And I was like, F it, like let's just do something sexy. And then I don't know. Someone told me to post it and shock the world, and I didn't expect the response I got. So
nice.
But it was an amazing feeling.
But don't you think? Okay. Like, we're getting in a weird, like, new body positive time. Don't you think that? You know what I mean? Because you don't have the traditional hot chick, tits and ass, right? You have, like, a big, powerful body. And, like, there's a new day where we're seeing all this. You know, we're Instagramming and Snapchatting and FaceTiming and book facing and Redditing, right? And so we see so much different things now that we're moving to a place where it's new culture. It's new culture, and a woman like you can be a hot chick. You know what I mean? Is it racist? Man, I'm not even talking about women like you, black. Is it weightist?
I think she's.
I'm talking about big girls. Is it weightist?
It's
not negative. It's body positive.
I get what you're trying to say. It's a body positive.
All right,
thing.
good.
But it's like for me, I never really. like, I know, like, everybody's doing the body positive trainer, and I love it. I embrace that because, I mean, for a long time, I used to dress like a tomboy. Like, I didn't know where I fit in. I was all about sports, and I get along more with men than I get along with women. And it was like something that I was struggling with because I identified a lot with the males, but I wasn't like, I don't want to be a guy. Like, I love being me. And so it took a few years for me to actually like slim out and actually enjoy who I was with my body. And then once I started loving my body more, I started losing more weight. Then I was like, you know what, just wear what you want to wear. And I wanted to be in touch more with my feminine side because I was always in a sports attire. And so just me going on that personal journey of wanting to self-growth and find myself and just embrace being feminine, I guess. And that's why I'm more, I mean, I have long sleeve on right now. Like I love, I don't know. It's however I feel when I feel it. And, but it's cool. Like, I don't know. Like, I be looking around this. I don't feel like there's any type of sports player with the body type I have. People think I'm big, and I'm like, I have a small ass waist. Like, I have big boobs and ass, and so it just looks like I'm chubby. And it's like,
bro, you be chubby. You're chubby in all the right spots.
And I embrace my genetics, and I'm like half Portuguese, half African American. So it's like my mom's like this little 4'11" Portuguese lady, and my dad was like 5'11" black guy.
Yeah.
So like,
I see. You know what? I'm sorry I kind of did that. You know what I mean? Not that you're a snowflake, but I kind of labeled you black because Adam said she's black. I said, okay, fine, black, if we're gonna call it. You know what I mean? But you're American. You know what I mean? There's a blurry.
And I like that you said American. I feel like we should be using that term more. There's a helicopter going over, so if it gets loud.
That's cool.
Is that
hold for sound? Hold for sound. This is a professional podcast. Everybody hold for sound right now. All right? Are we rolling? Rolling.
Well, she muted herself.
She looks like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I'm muted, Sean. But no, I like that you use the term American because I feel like we should be using the term American more than black. And I feel like, but as a society, we are used to using the labels that were given to us, or, well, African American or black. When other countries, like, you guys still use that, like, I'm Canadian. Like,
Well, here's what I'm confused about, okay? I think I'm going to ask every black person that's on the show, and you have enough percentage of black in you where I can ask you. I think it makes you an expert, okay? Isn't there going to be something after African American? Because that's a whole mouthful. And I feel like it's wrong when I get to be white.
No, and that's, I use the term black. I'm like, yo, I'm
But
black.
you know, I feel like that's divisive.
But that's all goes into, you know, black history and stuff with the term of African American, you know, Native American, Indian American.
Yeah.
And that, it's a whole, I mean, I've dealt with racism my whole life, and I'm half, you know, but because my skin is darker, I live in a town. I live in Fresno and Clovis, which is still, it's small but growing, and it's still full of racism. And it is what it is. Like, I mean, I feel like as generations come and, you know, more of this new culture goes around, and it, you know, maybe we'll shy away from the racism and the labels of ethnics, but it's, until then, it's what America installed, and this is what you get from what you did. And it's
but I feel like it's changing though. I feel like it's changing because we're all.
It is changing. No, that's why I agree. It is changing, but it's going to be a person by person thing. Like, you have to pass it on. You have to teach that. You have to speak it. You have to be it. You can't just, you know, expect it to happen overnight. It's a person. Each person has to do their part.
Oh man, you know what? You just convinced me to not be racist.
Thank you. I'm glad that we made a huge breakthrough. Destiny, are you in any relation to Emmanuel Yarbrough?
To be honest, I wouldn't doubt it. The Yarbrough name is a slave name. 100% slave name, like from plantations. My family came from Little Rock, Arkansas. But Emmanuel Yarbrough, I feel like, is maybe a long lost cousin.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And Campbell McLaren, shout outs to him. He actually is the one that brought this up to me about Emmanuel Yarbrough and stuff. And so I love Campbell. He's one of my best buds. and I got my ancestry test, and I've been trying to get in contact with some of Emmanuel's family, but it's very hard to find the right Yarbrough because there's a lot of Yarbroughs.
What are you gonna do? Give him a cheek swab?
Well,
You're gonna go to
that's what
ancestry.com?
I haven't really been to a lot of the family reunions. There's a lot of we have a big family, and I believe this year I'll be going to the family reunion. So hopefully I meet somebody who is on the East Coast and I can talk to.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Wait, is that where you're from? I don't understand.
No. Our
From Fresno.
I'm from Fresno. My family, my grandparents
Arkansas.
from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Got
That
it.
was a plantation. So when people spread out, our family ended up everywhere. Like we have books. Like we have 2 generational books like of the family tree. Like, and it has
What?
to be updated. But,
You mean
yeah,
on the Portuguese side, right?
No. This is on my black side. Okay, so
Oh my
Portuguese
God.
side, this is just
Like-
the black side. My Portuguese side, and this is what I say I've dealt with racism my whole life. My Portuguese side, my mother's side of the family, I didn't meet her dad, and I don't say grandpa. I didn't meet her dad, Dennis, until I was a sophomore in college. Her side of the family is very, 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 very racist, and she became a black sheep for even marrying a black guy. So she got kicked out of her family, became a black sheep.
Wow.
So her side of the family, I met them one time at a
Oh.
Christmas party, and it was the most awkwardest time of my life. I was in high school. It was me and my brothers, and we're the only black people there, and they just kept staring at us. So,
Dude. You know what? I'm kind of mad at them right now.
yeah.
But
But it's life, and I don't hold it against them. I don't say all Portuguese people are racist, and I just keep going about my life. So,
but some of them definitely are.
a lot of them are. Yeah, a lot
Check
of them
that
are.
box.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
The older ones, and like even.
It was
But-
finish what you're saying.
No, I was gonna say even when I went and played football, women's football, there was a couple Portuguese girls, and when I told them I was Portuguese and black, and they were like, "Oh hell no, my dad would have beat my ass if I brought a black man home," So.
Damn. Racism is alive and well in Portugal.
Well, it was an honor having you on. I want to have you back on. Let me know when your next fight is, and thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, sorry, it was everywhere, but yeah, my next
Nah.
fight is gonna be in boxing, and after this pandemic, I'll give you them dates.
Who are you gonna box?
Whoever, it's I'm not sure yet, but I have.
Who are you
a
gonna
great
box
manager- I have
for?
a great manager, and he's working on some things. So
Who's your
But-
manager? Let me be your manager.
his name's Brian Cohen.
All right. A Jew, of course. I'll look him up.
Do it.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
You know what? This is a great podcast. Thank you so much, Destiny. It's very professional. God
Thank
bless
you.
you. We'll talk to you soon.
I'm sorry I joined so late. I'll be on.
No, you're great. We're great.
All
Never
good.
change. Or actually, always change.
All good.
All right, you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Mayhem, we can't have you wear that thing anymore
Why?
because you're breathing, right? Am I right?
Definitely hear some breathing.
Every time you go, I can hear what he comes at me. It's right there. It's right there. So we got to figure that out. Yeah. I feel like I was.
Why are you gonna hate on the sponsors?
No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying that I felt like I was Darth Vader. I was in his helmet.
Bro, Turtle Rock? Yo, it's Darth Mayhem.
Listen, that is our podcast.
Is it?
Yes, I gotta
Yo,
go.
man, I feel like guilty about something right now. Allegedly, okay, and maybe I'm gonna be like Pocahontas right now, but the Millers got some Indian blood, right?
Yeah.
And apparently we owned a couple slaves for I don't know. I gotta do some research.
All right. Well,
And
don't worry.
it kind of makes me think about America. It kind of makes me think about America in a way different way. Did I know that?
All right. Well, I gotta watch my kid. Listen. Thank you. Please get here tomorrow noon. Okay. We got Chael Sunday.
Philosophical.
Take care. Guys.
Philosophical.
Oh my
Bye-bye.
God.
Philosophical.
Bye.